Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video we're talking about water. In fact, we're actually talking about the water preparedness, but we're going to take a look at it from a slightly apocalyptic way. As a prepper, okay, we all buy beans and rice because it is a complete protein. And of course, to anybody who started prepping or to our friends and family, we say if there's anything you want to buy for the long-term storage, buy yourself rice and beans. But of course, with rice and beans comes water. We all know we need water to survive, we need water to drink, but at the same time, we also need water to actually cook our rice and beans. And in fact, as it goes, we actually need quite a lot. So my point is, are we actually underestimating our water preparedness based on the fact that we're telling people to stock up on rice and beans? Yes, of course, none of us are actually planning to eat rice and beans on a regular basis, but as we are prepping rice and beans as our main key points in our prepper's pantry, I think it's very important to understand how much water you actually need to be able to cook them. Totally understand, okay, there's options there for the water purification and the water collection, but for the fun of this exercise, we're just going to be talking about the water if we cannot actually get a water outside. So how much water do we actually need? And to make this exercise a little bit more fun, shall I call it, or a little bit more realistic, we're going to be looking at the 3 months of cooking rice and beans. And for this instance, I'm going to be using the one person as an example. So we all know we do require approximately between 2,000 and 2,500 calories per person per day. Of course, it is all dependent. If there's SHDF happening outside, chances are you will be rationing food. And at the same time, if the activity level is quite low, chances are you can survive on less. I strongly don't suggest anybody to give this a go and try to live off rice and beans alone for the 3 months because, frankly enough, food fatigue will set off pretty quickly and, unfortunately, nutritionally is not particularly that great. Yes, rice and beans is a complete protein, but you will be lacking some vitamins. But for the point of this exercise, we shall proceed with the figures. So, we're going to be looking currently on a 1,000 calorie per day. Okay, we're hoping that by then we're stocked up enough that we'll be able to substitute our 1,000 calories with some tinned food or something maybe grown in the garden. Because I can assure you, eating rice and beans for 3 months is not going to be that great. Nonetheless, 1,000 calories. So, to achieve our 1,000 calories, we'll require on average 200 grams of rice per day, this is per person, and 200 grams of beans, okay? It is very important to understand that the type of the rice and especially type of the beans will make a difference to the calories. So those figures are approximate. So 200 grams of rice will yield us approximately 400 calories. 200 grams of beans will yield us 600 calories. So that's approximately giving us 1,000 calories from those guys alone. Of course, if you do want to go ahead and proceed with the 2,000 calories, you have to double this, but you'll have to double the water as well. So for 3 months, okay, you'll require approximately 20 kilograms of rice and 20 kilograms of beans. Okay, so 200 grams of rice require 500 milliliters of water to cook it. So we're doing this over the 90 days, which is 3 months, so that will equal to 45 liters. With the 200 grams of beans require 750 milliliters of water to rehydrate them and cook them. And over the 90 days, they'll take us to 67.5 liters. That's totaling to 112 kilograms and 50 grams, okay? This is for just 1,000 calories. So if you want to double this and consume your 2,000, you require 225 liters of water just to cook those things alone. And of course, we are mentioning now the drinking water. I'm not even taking into account any hygiene issues. We're just talking about the drinking water alone. Again, of course, depending on what are you doing, what's currently the temperature outside, the water consumption will be slightly different. But they do recommend that we drink anything between 3 to 5 liters per person per day. So let's take it as an average of a 3 liter, okay? Because I think this is kind of a happy medium for drinking. So for 3 liters per day, on the 90-day total, we'll require 270 liters for 3 months. Again, I reiterate, this is just for one person alone. So now, if we're looking at the total, okay, so if we are doing this on 1,000 calories, okay, so on just 1,000 calories, 200 grams of each per day, including your drinking water, bare minimum, we're looking at 382 liters and a half. Okay, 382. So if you're doubling, okay, your calorie intake, so it'd be more rice, boiling more water, you'll require 495 liters of water. Okay, this is just for one person. Okay, so now just think if it's 2 of you or 3 of you and you're trying to survive on rice and beans. This is a pretty scary sight. So this guy's video was brought into you again because I was thinking of the water preparedness, and again I think a lot of people underestimate the amount of water we should be having, or preparedness to be able either to filter or collect water. This exercise was a totally obviously made up exercise, but the fact is that we encourage everybody also to buy rice and beans. Okay, we don't encourage them enough to buy water. And to me, that 300 whatever liters of water just as a basic for one person, this is like 70 something 7 of those kind of bottles. This is a lot of water. And I don't suggest you rush in and buy yourself 77 bottles of water, because they are pretty bulky, they're awkward to stock, and yes, you know, they are just not great. But I just wanted people to understand how actually important the water is. Yes, we're stressed about it many times, but I can pretty sure, okay, I know I'm a big rice hoarder, right? I do have a lot of rice and I do have a lot of beans. And just thinking about it and actually looking at the figures and comprehending how much water you need just to feed them so you can feed yourself, just me alone, this is a lot. And I don't think I'm prepared enough. And I do have an IBC tank. I have my water filtration tablets. I have the reverse osmosis filter. I have all of those things. I have, you know, a couple hundred liters of water stuck around the house. But the fact is, it actually still not enough. So this is my point, guys. Again, this was totally, just stress this just one more time, okay? This was just an exercise to point out the fact that we all probably have quite a lot of that, but not a lot of that. So if you're in this position, you think, you know, we may be underestimating the amount of water preparedness you have, it's probably a good time to start thinking about it. Now, as we said, right, the options are knowing how to collect your rainwater. Rainwater generally is pretty good and it doesn't require filtration unless, you know, something's happening up there type thing. Generally, because you will be boiling it, it's a-okay. If you're collecting water from the roofs, yes, your water will still need purification, be it through some sort of a filter system. Again, I've done one on a video. We've actually built like a Berkey lookalike type system with just 2 buckets and the candle filters. So the point is, if you're collecting your water from any roof, your water will require purification. Yes, you can boil this, evaporate a lot of stuff, but there still could be some bits in there that you really wouldn't want in your water. And of course, guys, any other sort of water purification tablets are a really good idea to have. So anyway, hopefully this video kind of opened up your eyes a little bit. It's not meant to be in any way sarcastic on undermining anybody's prepping journey or prepping abilities or prepping understanding of water. It's just something that kind of crossed my mind and I thought, yeah, that is a pretty scary amount of water. So anyway, guys, I really hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please don't forget, thumbs up. It really helps the channel. Thank you for watching and I shall see you in the next video. Bye.